Hello. Today, I would like to go over a few concepts of machine learning with you, talk about machine learning certification that I might have mentioned before, and then maybe sing a song for you. So, the training machine learning models, people often ask questions about what are machine learning models, how do we train them, and a bunch of technology. So, there's a whole lot of questions around that, a lot of capabilities that you could gain by following some of those techniques. I'm not here to tell you all about that today. Just point of information for background. The links here, though, are links about the AWS Certified Machine Learning Engineer Associate Certification. It's a fairly new certification, and there's a link about the exam preparation there, about the exam and preparation for it. If you hit the Prepare for the Exam button on this page, it hops on down to the Get to Know the Exam Guide, and the 4-step plan. We cover each of those briefly with you. So the exam guide, I have a link for that back here as well in the description of this video. You can go find that. And let me just directly go to that. And there, I scrolled on down to this section about the content. Notice there is domain 1, preparing for machine learning, domain 4, solution monitoring, maintenance and security. Great, exciting topics. Now, this next one right here, domain number 2, we have ML model development. And what I'm going to talk about in the next couple minutes, and then maybe sing a song for you, is more focused on that. The deployment or orchestration of ML workflows will also mention here. The song really doesn't pertain to that specifically, though. Now, if we go down to domain 2, I'm just going to hop onto this tab where I scrolled down already. Task statement 2.2 is about training and refining models. How do you get ready for this? Well, knowing what will affect model size and performance, hyperparameter tuning, some of these different factors, knowing about using Amazon SageMaker built-in algorithms or coming up with your own. There's a whole lot of details about you should know before going into the exam. And then analyzing model performance, I'm not going to get into now. But I will mention that there are some preparation resources that you could use. Link number 3 right here, preparing for the ML Engineer Associate exam. The next resource here is over in AWS Skill Builder. There is a standard exam preparation set of training here, which is free. That's the standard exam prep for this exam. And then there's an enhanced exam prep, which is paid. If you have a AWS Skill Builder subscription, then that would suffice to get access to that. The next thing that I want to mention, besides encouraging you to go check that out and check out those resources, is that there's some help information you can get, just documentation about some of the topics that are covered in the exam or that you might need for doing ML projects yourself. And I popped up one of those about overfitting. Overfitting might be mentioned in the song lyrics. Just thought I'd mention those words. And there's articles about what those things are. This, what is ML ops, machine learning operations. There is a definition here, which I like, and then a lovely picture. And there's an attribution in the middle there about, I think, who would put this together. And this set of paragraphs into here explain further details about that. I'm not going to go over all that with you. What I would like to do is talk about 2 different perspectives on this kind of diagram and the ML lifecycle detailed view. So there's other documentation also available there about reinforcement learning, human feedback. That's also exciting. But the what is ML ops article there, I pulled out the kind of what is ML ops and then showed that collecting data, processing it, selecting an algorithm are parts of the process. And then training a machine learning model and hosting the model, making inferences, a little bit of this will be mentioned in just some of the lyrics of the song. So I wanted to point that out just for context. And then the other perspective on this is the machine learning life cycle. So within ML ops, there's going to be ML engineers, data engineers, software developers, engineers, managers, and people who are trying to frame the business problem that we're trying to solve and you're trying to solve. And then the framing that as an ML problem. If it's just something that could be solved, your business goal could be solved with simple algorithms. You can write software to do it, get software to do it, do that, right? If it's not even an artificial intelligence or machine learning or deep learning or large language model, latent diffusion kind of Gen AI kind of problem, don't use those technologies to solve it. Solve it with the simple stuff, right? But if it is an ML problem, then you can go through data processing and then model development. Oh my goodness, there's arrows going back the other way. It could be that you get to the model development and you realize you need to curate different data, better data, more data, maybe. And so this can be iterative, it can be cyclical. And you can then, though, hopefully progress on to model deployment, which is exciting. And then you get to actually use your machine learning model that you've trained or developed, I should say, in general. And then monitoring throughout the life cycle. Notice that you could go back and kind of redevelop and fine tune and adjust things if you need. Also, there can be iteration back up to the business goal. We can go ahead and monitor, are we really achieving the business goals? So there's these arrows which go different directions. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do is get into this song. Now, I do have over in my next browser tab the song lyrics. I wrote this set of lyrics a few months ago, but I'd like to sing this for you today, and I hope you find it to be fun, at least. If not, maybe a marginally educational. So, ML model. ML, 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 ML model. Are you a genie in a bottle, half full? See how well you've been trained, ML model. Can you predict each inference just right? Cleanse your data before you train your model with junk, no funk. Good stuff in, good stuff out. ML model, can you predict each inference just right? Import NumPy to do cool stats. Import pandas for data frames and mass. Impute, drop, or deduplicate. Wrangle your data sets with class. sklearn dear, can you split this data set into 3 for me? Training, validation, and test. ML model, can you predict each inference just right? ML model, are you cooked with the training set? Not yet. Got to tune you up right. ML model, can you predict each inference just right? ML model, let's validate you and tune your knobs, coy fobs. Hyperparameters, ML model, can you predict each inference just right? Undertrained, are you underfit? Or trained with too much bias, now overfit? You're stuck, you can't generalize. Get like Goldilocks, tuned just right. ML model, and now it's time for one little test, the best. See how well you perform, ML model. Can you predict each inference just right? Can you predict each inference just right? Predict just right. I wanted to point out that the lyrics for ML model were based on the lyrics for Santa Baby and, of course, the tune to that song. So, call to action, please check out the resources that I mentioned earlier in the video. There's also a few other links just for background information you can kind of explore around in that set of documentation. So thank you, and kind of curious if you would like another song about machine learning and a song about Kubernetes. I have a few others, but those are two of the main topics I've been doing song lyrics for. And this link to the song lyrics, and please like the video if you do, subscribe to the channel if you would like to do that as well, and thank you.